Hey guys, Artosis here with the Bombastic StarLeague Season 13 Finals. Right now, in this best of 7, Mihu is on match point, up 3-1 over Dewalt. We're gonna go into Ascension. It's a very good map for Protoss versus Terran, especially if you go carriers, which are particularly good against people who don't rush upgrades. If there is a map where Dewalt should beat Mihu, it's here. Let's get into the game. All right, up at 12 o'clock, our Terran player, it's Mihu. And over in the bottom right, we have Dewalt. Okay, so Dewalt's not having the best day, I think, right? He just typed BG. He's actually a good manner player, so he's definitely very frustrated. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It doesn't feel like he's playing his absolute best. Maybe Mihu's style is throwing him off a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. But definitely I was kind of thinking that the series would look a little bit closer, I guess. Yeah, things not going super hot here for Dewalt. Mihu continuing to play his own style, doing a very good job of it. Dewalt's moves not seeming to work all that well. Maybe a bit flabbergasted by the Chinese style here of Mihu. But definitely, I gotta say, it's if this is the final game, and I actually honestly have no idea. Yeah, big cheers to everyone involved in BSL, especially Zero, for putting together this awesome and amazing tournament. Always a pleasure to watch, to try to play in and compete on the ladder. It really gets the non-Korean StarCraft scene motivated and playing more than anything else that I've seen. So big cheers there. It's been fantastic thus far, and I'm hoping Dewalt can win this and keep the season going just a little bit longer. So yeah, let's take a look-see here. It looks like Mihu for the first time not going to do a gas opening. It looks like he might take a gas now because the probe is coming. That's generally considered the best thing you can do here, is to take that gas. Oh, Dewalt should run up and steal that gas right now. He should take that gas right this second. Oh my god, he should take that gas. Take that gas, Dewalt. Oh my god. I don't know why he even went to check the command center. Like, he went back to take the gas, but he took too long there. If you steal the gas and you literally just go ranged goons, it's basically, that's it. It's like, by the time they get a siege tank with siege mode out after you steal the gas, after they go gasless expand like this, you have more than 6 goons in the bunker, which means you just start stepping forward and one-shotting SCVs. It's absolutely insane. And this is why at like the pro level, if a probe is coming towards you and you were planning going gasless expand, you always take your gas. It doesn't mean you have to go factory before you expand. You can just start the gas and then go later command center slightly. Like, you don't even have to really mine from it, but you cannot let them steal it. So, yeah, I think that a little bit unfortunate there. Now, Mihu coming down. He's got 3 Marines. He starts that bunker. There is a Dragoon coming up very quickly. So if he screws up here, like, a Dragoon and Zealot can cause a lot of problems for this small Marine count. But very nice micro here out of Mihu. The Dragoon coming up. Ooh, is this bunker actually going to finish before he loses all of his Marines? Well, he ends up losing 2 of them, but 2 will get in. So that's going to be enough to hold off Dewalt for now, who starts his Nexus as this command center is finishing up. All right, so, I mean, looking at the game right now, definitely Mihu with a bit of an advantage. I'll be interested to see how he follows it up. Like, it should be 2 factories. Wouldn't be surprised if it's eBay. That's kind of the style he's been keeping to, but you could probably optimize this into an academy if you'd like. Dewalt looks like he's going to go for the double Nexus, which is pretty common. Oh! eBay right away. Okay, so he's actually expecting Dewalt to be a little bit cheeky here. Another Marine popping out into the bunker. Generally, 2 Marines in a bunker don't really do much against Dragoons. The third does help a lot there. And, oh, look at that huge tip there. 4-0. Very well deserved. Man puts so much into the scene. Yeah, all right. So a little bit of pressure on the bunker. Going to get the 4th Marine. This does a lot of things. Like if Dragoons try to dive, they take a lot more damage. But also, if you think your opponent's going DT, you always want to put that 4th Marine in the bunker. It really adds a lot of damage for it. So the 3rd Nexus is being made. A little turret ring going up right now for Mihu. Got to continually repair this. All right, Robo on the way. So this is like pretty greedy from Dewalt. Definitely can't blame him. And honestly, I think it's working out well for him, considering, right? Like the opening was a little bit better for Mihu, like the very beginnings of the builds. But looking at the situation now, going double Nexus against someone making a mass turret ring, and not, like, he's making so few units here, guys. He's got 1 gateway, and he's going into Robo with 3 Nexus. So he's actually going to get ahead economically after a little bit. Like, the 3rd Nexus is done. He's getting some probes up there. So, yeah, it looks actually very, very nice. The continuation here for Dewalt looks very, very strong. All right, finally, another factory goes up. We'll see if Mihu goes into Armory quickly here. Yeah, you really should be starting one quickly. I think that's an Armory. It could be an Academy, but I think it's Armory. Observatory finishing up. Love to click on that building. Armories and Academies look so similar when they're being made. All right, 3rd factory. Now, one thing to mention, oh, it is an Academy, so this is definitely going to be some pressure coming out. One thing to mention is that Ascension has a lot of areas where you're attacking from low ground to high ground when you're going across the map, right? Let's say you don't use little chokes, the little tiny chokes, because if any units are standing on the other side, you cannot. So let's just assume that you're not going to use those. You are going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ramps. You basically have to traverse the map. There are going to be 5 opportunities where your opponent can fight you from high ground. Now, Dragoons on high ground against incoming, like, smaller siege tank Vulture Force are very, very, very strong. So that's going to be the issue. Now, normally, realistically, you won't have 5 engagements. Like, you can probably force 3 to 4 as the Protoss, but probably it won't be 5 times that you're fighting on the high ground. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of the amount of different terrain changes. And, of course, a terrain change, you know, you miss half your shots shooting uphill. So that is why it's kind of an issue, and this is considered a good carrier map, because it's so hard to actually attack across the map. If Protoss is very much on top... Oh, he has 2 academies. Oh, man. This happens to everyone occasionally. I've seen Bisu with double observatory before. But, yeah. If Protoss is on top of things and slowing you down multiple times going uphill and macroing behind it and all that... Like, it's a fantastic situation for them. Now, look, the Dragoons are coming over. He's going to want to slow this down. He has an observer kind of watching where they're going to come out. I assume the Dragoons are going to go over to the high ground. One of them. Maybe this big high ground will be a good place to stand, because then if Mihu tries to wiggle out through the little tiny hole, he can get there in time to just shut it down. Okay, a small group of about 6 Dragoons going to stay on the biggest high ground. A huge group of speed vultures running around. So this is a good tactical play. Mihu may be able to lay mines around the map and, like, catch Dragoons running around trying to get position on his army. All right, the vulture's running past right now. Dewalt, good observer movement. Going to clear a lot of these right away. Now, Look at this. Mihu, I was just going to mention, Mihu, it does builds that look like this. Like, this looks like a timing attack, but he starts a third. Oh, and then he also will attack. Okay. Playing the Protoss version of Terran here. All right, he's got his armory up now. He's got his double academy. And now we're going to attack while taking a third. I mean, he does have a big army. And he did zone Dewalt way back. So Dewalt missed multiple high ground advantages for engaging this army. And suddenly, Mihu is getting right on top of him. Look at this. Mihu is going around the smaller ramp now. Dewalt a bit out of position there as well. Here comes that shuttle. Good unsiege. Punishes that Zealot dropout. More gateways on the way here for Dewalt. Now, Dewalt needs to crush this army. Look at the position Mihu's trying to get into. It is so far around. I believe we do have a force that's stopping reinforcements. I think Mihu should be able to... I mean, Dewalt should be able to kill this off. Now, he's trying some Zealot bombs. Okay, like, gets one of the tanks. A little bit of damage on another, but he's using 3-4 Zealots for that. Now, Mihu... he's got all of his units clumped up, so they can protect each other reasonably well, and they're in a very hard-to-engage position. Very small chokes here. Let's see if Dewalt can get in there and actually break it, because there's no reinforcements. Mihu is trying to push this advantage right now. But it is time. Dewalt is going to go, and that position, the Dragoons glitching on the high ground here. Here we go. The Speedlots getting in on top of the tanks, but the Dragoons on the left side not having a good engage at all. Finally getting in on top of some of this. Zealots surrounding these siege tanks, and all the tanks going to be exploded. Dewalt clears that army. And at this point, like, I think Dewalt needs to, double expand pretty quickly. Mihu following up with a lot of speed vultures now, getting into this area. There's only one Dragoon there. Okay, pushes this all through the mines. Mihu gaining a little bit of map control right now. Mines being laid all over the place. Yeah, Dewalt is taking another main. We see that. Would love really to see him take one more base as well. Like maybe that top right base would be a really smart one for him. Looks like he cleared that area out with a Zealot. I was watching the mini map there to clear any mines and whatnot. Another attack from Mihu? Mihu, I don't know about this. Like, well, I didn't know about the first one either, but he is coming out into the center once again with all of his tanks and vultures. And that's a very small Dewalt force that he's fighting with. He's losing quite a few Dragoons. Okay, some mines hit, so loses 4 of those Dragoons. Oh my god, the greatest mine ever! Are you kidding me? Dewalt split off the Zealot. He thought that mine was after. It was not, though, and he does... That mine did hundreds of damage to his army. Oh my god. You do not see mines that go like that so often. Beautifully done. Well, it wasn't really me who's doing. He doesn't get to choose what the mine is going after, but... Damn, that's rough for Dewalt. Anyways, Mihu pushing into literally exactly the same position that we saw before. This is such a weird style to watch from Mihu. Kind of exciting, though. Sending these big forces around. He's actually within 10 supply of Dewalt right now. Dewalt looks like he's doing a counterattack against a base that hasn't started quite yet. His Zealots coming in, getting pretty heavily chewed up. All right, drops coming out. Psystorm onto these siege tanks. The Zealots coming out of the shuttles will help him to clean this up, though. That is the important thing. And down go all the siege tanks. They storm onto some of these vultures. A little bit of a counterattack from Dewalt, but I don't think he found what he was looking for. I think he looked at this and decided there must be a 4th base up, but definitely not the case here for Mihu. Really takes his time getting those additional bases. Couple trapped Dragoons over there for Dewalt. Sends some probes up, but doesn't actually have them mining at the 3rd. All right, looks like this small group of counterattacking Dragoons will end up getting picked off. Trying to get a tank on their way out. Not going to be able to get that. Dewalt does have that 4th base up and mining now. He is up a bit in supply. Has a couple shuttles. I mean, he's got a decent gateway count. He's got Psystorm. I don't know, did he ever get the robotic support? I don't think that he did. Mihu once again coming to the center with all of his units. All right, a lot of Zealots running in now. Trying to take this engagement, splitting those Zealots up quite a bit. Drags in, only really Dragoons left, plus a few High Templars. Let's see how this goes. The storms go down, and it looks like Dewalt should be able to push through the rest of this army. Absolutely, yes, he will be able to. And down go all the tanks again. So that's the 3rd full army that Mihu has lost this game. Continues to macro up heavily. He does have a lot of factories, so he does replace this pretty quickly. But now he's sitting trying to defend on low ground with just a few siege tanks. This can be the problem with attacking so many times. And now Dewalt, I mean, he will be pushed back. Some great mine laying to kind of tank against these Dragoons. Dewalt continues to sit here and fight. Oh! Okay, that was a decent mine drag. But losing a lot of these Dragoons, I think this might be a little bit over pushing it from Dewalt. We'll see. All right, well, it does do that mine drag in. No, I guess Dewalt is going to be able to push in and actually get a little bit more damage done. Gets another mine drag there with a pushed forward Dragoon. Now, during this time... Oh, okay, a bunch of mines up there, but he does get that Nexus completed. So few tanks out for Mihu. I'm kind of hoping he has 3 add-ons at the moment because he really needs to refill that siege tank count. These Dragoons are giving him such a difficult time at the moment. All right, dropping out a few Zealots on top of these siege tanks. Of course, Vultures can kill them off so quickly. Not sure that was really worth it. In fact, well, obviously not. Not really getting any kills there. Is adding now a 3rd add-on. I think he has clearly realized that his siege tank count is really holding him back. Like, yeah, he has a lot of Vultures. They reinforce quickly. They lay the mines and stuff. He's fighting with them very, very well. But he's got to rebuild the siege tank count that he's lost. All right, the Vulture's able to pick off some of these Dragoons. Gonna run around elsewhere. It's like, tries to raid that 5th base location, the top right. Doesn't quite get too much damage done there. Forced out. 4th command center landing here for Mihu now. Mihu keeping his supply nice and high. Dewalt just a bit ahead as far as that goes. Oh my god, double dropship. Really cool to see. You don't see many Terrans utilize double dropship in this matchup, but in this situation, everything is so out of position for Dewalt. Like, this is kind of almost a sneaky location to expand, and obviously Siege Tank's going to do a great job of harassing that Nexus. And with the Vultures out on the map, maybe he can even kill it. Well, we do have double shuttle headed that way to try to clear that up. Hopefully, for Dewalt's sake, he can kill off these couple of siege tanks. If you lose that Nexus, this is almost game over. All right, dropping out a couple Zealots. A good unsiege here, bringing back his Vultures to help clean it up. Oh, how annoying indeed. All right, couple Psystorms, and finally, he will clean that, so keeps his 4th base alive. A little bit of scuffles going on in the center of the map. Mihu right now. Okay, yeah, we're getting down to just 2 mining bases, which can be a bit dangerous. Double dropship going once again towards the space. Looks like we may have some Psystorm harassment. He's pretty heavily saturated, but pulls very quickly. Yeah, that Storm doing absolutely nothing. Drops off a single siege tank and a lot of Vultures there. Now here comes Dewalt attacking into Mihu's army. I don't think he has any chance of breaking through this. He's attacking uphill with mostly Dragoons against siege tank Vulture. Absolutely not. He even has less supply than Mihu at this point. Well, I gotta say, this is not looking too hot for Dewalt right now. Hasn't been able to make anything really fit together. These attacks from Mihu really throwing him off. The double dropship harassment, doing a great job against that Nexus. He's lost a ton of mining time over there. Dewalt trying to rally something together, getting a reasonable army out in the map. But Mihu, I mean, he was attacking before. Of course he's going to continue to attack now. And the thing is, he's forced Dewalt's hand. Dewalt has to do something here. He's sending a bunch of SCVs to take yet another base in the center as he continues to move forward. That Nexus has been killed off. Dewalt now going to try to go for a counterattack, but that army might get stuck up there. This might work into Mihu's favor. Mihu very quickly coming back. Yeah, going to splatter a bunch of those Dragoons, and the Dragoons going to have to back up. Two-one upgrades. Again, Mihu, the king of late upgrades, doing a great job with this style. Keeping that additional pressure on. Couple beautiful defense matrix go down. Dewalt unable to break anything in the center right now as Mihu continues to push out and take more bases. This is looking worse and worse for Dewalt. Trying to push forward. That's it! GG! And that means that Mihu is the BSL Season 13 champion. Congratulations, Mihu.